It is June the 22nd of 2026. We're looking at the waxing moon, slightly past half full. I was just on my way home and saw it. It's got a halo around it, although we're sort of looking inside the halo. And if I zoom out a bit, we could probably see the halo more clear. It's not so much a halo as sort of it's shining through clouds and therefore causing a halo-like effect. Normally the halo is caused by mist or high ice particles, but in this case it's clouds. So we went out to 400 millimeters there. I'll raise the ISO a bit. So yeah, let's keep going. 300 millimeters, that's getting most of it. But yeah, it looks like 200 millimeters is, well, there's 250. So actually this is kind of handy having the 150 to 600 millimeter zoom. So that's 180. Let's go all the way out to, oh, that was 200. And we just went through 180. Let's come back. That's 180 on the zoom marking. And that's 150. So we're going to zoom in. First we're going to go to 180, slowly, not too quickly. So that's 180 millimeters. This is 200-ish, a little short of 200. And now we go to 250. There we go, 250. Keep zooming in. 300. 400. Oh, that looks quite nice. Maybe I'll let that run for a little bit. Got this darker cloud passing overhead. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go to 500. We're almost at 600. And the moon has moved down through the frame while we've been doing all this. So there's 600. I'm just going to reframe. Put the moon more in the center. Higher. And tighten up the handles here. And we're exposing for the clouds here, but we're losing the detail in the moon. So we're going to lower the ISO. Right now it's 6400. There's 32, so that's one stop difference. Still washed out moon with a little bit more detail, and the clouds getting darker, and even a bit darker than what I'm seeing. So let's go to 2000. 2000, we're not doing too badly in terms of detail in the lunar surface. Fairly close to what I'm actually seeing. Maybe a little on the bright side. Let's go down a bit more. 1600. 1600 looks very good actually in terms of detail in the lunar surface, but also still seeing some detail in the clouds. And let's keep going lower. 1250, 1000, and seeing some nice detail in the craters and everything. And let's keep going. 800. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where there's a lot of detail. It's actually darker than what I'm seeing with the unaided eye, but we're really able to see a lot of surface detail, the maria and craters and so on. So it's not a bad image. Just thinking I might want to throw my 3x teleconverter on to get really close. I'll lose 3 stops of light, which will mean I'll have to go to a higher ISO. Okay, now let's go back up because the clouds are doing a good job of obscuring the middle. So there we went all the way. We went past 6400. We went to high, but this is 6400. So because of this fairly thick cloud in front of the moon, we can still see detail in the moon while seeing some nice clouds. So now the moon's starting to get washed out where the cloud is thinner. But on the whole, this is working quite nicely at 6400 ISO. I should mention it's f11 and a 30th of a second, which is as low as you can go in video mode. But I think I'm just going to keep this going for now because it's a very nice balance between the clouds and the moon, primarily because the clouds are that much thicker. So I'm actually finding this to be pretty nice footage of the waxing crescent moon on Monday, June 22nd of 2026. Oh boy. A little sleep deprived, even though I didn't get up this morning to catch the sunrise. You know, I was up quite late last night and there just wasn't any point trying to drag myself out of bed after just a few hours of sleep to try and get a sunrise shot. So I didn't. I stayed in bed. But my cat woke me up at 5, which is right around sunrise, and I looked out and it looked like it actually might have been, it looked, it's just getting darker because the cloud is so much thicker. I could go to a higher ISO, but I'm getting near the upper limit. And on top of that, I could open up a bit on the lens. I could go to f10. In fact, I think I will. So I just went to f10. I could go to f9. So there's f9. Okay, that looks pretty nice, f9. Seeing a bit more detail in the clouds. So what do I want to do? I kind of like this, even in terms of the lower position of the moon and the brighter clouds above, because that's actually how it is. There's actually a thick cloud right below the moon. So there's no point in me adjusting the camera to a lower angle to see more detail in the cloud around the moon, because there isn't any. It's just a black cloud. So this is as good as it gets. Okay, now we're really losing it. So my choice is to open up even more. I could. Let's do that. It's not critical. So that's f8. Let's go to 7.1. I think, yeah, the moon's going behind the cloud. That's f7.1. And I think the next stop will be absolutely wide open. So let's do that. I rarely shoot absolutely wide open. But that's it. That's f6.3 at 600 millimeters, maximum opening, ISO 6400, 30th of a second. And in my current video settings, I cannot go any lower than that. If I went to 24 frames per second instead of 30, I could have a 25th of a second shutter speed, but the differences are so minimal that there's no point really. So that's it. This is, like I said, I almost never ever shoot absolutely wide open with any lens unless I want that effect. But normally what I want is the highest optical quality. So I'm normally shooting 2 or 3 stops down from the maximum aperture in the mid-ranges of apertures, normally between 5.6 and 8 on most lenses. But on telephoto lenses that don't have a huge maximum opening, and often on zooms they tend to be a bit soft at the long end, I can stop down to f11 or so. I rarely go past f11, even, you know, in those circumstances. Like almost never shoot at f22 and certainly not f32. But anyway, the clouds swallowed up the moon, so I think we're done with this clip.